Hi, this is Twisted Granny Tarot. I hope you like it. Oh, you know what? Am I supposed to have this way? I guess not. Okay, Twisted Granny Tarot. This is might be the only video YouTube video tarot channel that uses an astrology chart to determine the future. What the heck? So, as soon as I get these shuffled up, I'm going to show you how that works. Actually, I can show you how it works right now. If you got your chart done, this is what it would look like. Well, first of all, it would look like a big fat circle with 12 slices in it, just like you went to Costco, bought one of those great old big pies, and you could feed 12 people with it at Thanksgiving. You know, that kind of thing. So in the world of astrology, the pie is divided into 12 slices, and each one of these slices of that pie have a title. They're adorned with a title. The title for the first house, well, is really not self-appearance. That's if you're getting astrology. If you're getting a card reading, it's about where is your mind at right now. Number two card is going to tell us how you and your money are getting along. Number 4 is your home, your family, close relationships in the house, and that's house number 4. The next one is 5, and it's creativity and children and romance. So each one of these slices is going to get a card, and this little card is going to give us a little snapshot, like a window into your finances, a window into your house, a window into your children and happiness and creativity and romance. So if that's enough for you, we can get right to it. All right. Let me finish with this. I've been a card reader publicly since 1990. Imagine that. And when we're going this way. So, I even have astrology classes under my belt, but I took them back in the 70s before there were calculators, and it's very easy right now to just go to astrology, type in astrology chart on your computer, and then a whole bunch of opportunities to order will appear. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little bit more. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. All right. All right, let's just cut them. Ready? Okay. Cut them 2 times to the left. That's what the book says, back in 1990. Okay, first house is what's on your mind right now? Oh, Libra, 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 Libra. I'm sorry, you do not like conflicts. You do not like anger. You do not like confrontations. You're really good at diplomacy and etiquette and saying the right things at the right time. So I'm sorry you're feeling compromised, because that's a polite term for it. Okay, well, it says strife right there. Okay, second house is your own money. Whew. You love money and you take good care of it. And it says Ace of Cups here. So let's just keep on going, and I'll see if I can get more information about that as we go around, okay? Third house is, communication with your siblings and short distance travel. And what else does it say here? Siblings, neighbors, short distance travel. Oh, what we got here? The moon. Well, kind people out there, kind Librans out there. The moon is, well, it's not even a planet, is it? I was going to say it's our closest planet to Earth, but I'm not sure it's a planet. It can't be a planet because it's a moon. Okay, so now the moon has a compromised reputation, because the moon in reality, does not have its own light. Where the sun is in the sky and the sun shines down on the moon, but you know what the moon does? Then it reflects it back to Earth. So it doesn't have its own light. So that's the first thing we gotta have to keep in mind about the moon in this case, because the moon's not telling us the truth. Hi, I have a light. I'm a big lantern hanging in the sky. No, you're not. You're just a mirror up there, a metal disc that shines. Oh well, you know what I mean. So I'm not sure you tell the truth all the time, because believers, if the truth is going to hurt somebody, they'll pick a much softer answer. Okay? All right, fourth house. Oh, this is your home. And in your home lives the attitude of the Princess of Pentacles. And because this is a face card, because it's a court card, so to speak, it has a face on it. And I put a modifier on it. Well, look at that, Knight of Wands. Now, these are both face cards, so now I have to put another one on the Knight of Cups. What the heck's going on here? How many people live in your house? You know? All right. So we have no less than 3 people here. Let's just say, if this is the ruler, because I put her down first, she is responsible for doling out the money, paying the bills, the money conductor. This money goes over here, this money goes over there, this money goes off on that track, and so forth. Now, in the meantime, we got the Knight of Wands. It says adventure at the bottom of this. So he's a pretty exciting guy. And then we got the Knight of Cups. And this says compassion. Well, the cups are all about love and kindness and experiencing good feelings for other people as well as your own family of people. Okay, so now we got we have 2 men depicted, but these don't have to be men. Ow. They could be, the Knight of Wands could really be a bossy daughter. And the Knight of Cups could be a daughter who's a crybaby. Now, I have a bossy daughter, but I don't have a crybaby daughter. So think about who lives in your house. Are you the bossy one? Or you have close relationship with like your best friend who's a little bit opinionated, but you love her for it probably. So now okay. So these represent to me the people who live in your house and the attitudes. This is the attitude that you want to foster, which is you're in charge and you're a fair and loving and kind adult. Now, these 2 other cards are either your children or your adult children, and you're doing your best to keep everybody happy. Now, this final card on top of that, because here we have another face card, the World. And it depicts, can you see this here? These are 2, well, actually, it's a duplicated version of the god Cernunnos, because if you're Irish, Cernunnos was the god of the forest, god of fertility, god of the birds and the bees, and he may have, how shall I say this? As far as I'm aware, in the Celtic mythology, there's really no person in charge of love. Oh, Bridget is in charge of fertility for women. So that would be his counterpart in the women's world, I guess. Now, this says rebirth. So now these people look like they're old enough to be adult children. And rebirth means, Mom, I know you love your kids, but if they're adults, it might be time to bravely push the door open a little bit and let them fly free for a while. Depending on their age, if they're around 18, they'll spend about 5 years moving in and out, because they can't make enough money to pay their rent and gas and they're electric and all that jazz. So if there's a rebirth in your house of the place where you live, I mean, this is what goes on under your roof. You may be brokenhearted and devastated because one or both of them leave, or all of them leave, all of your children, or whoever spends the most time in your house. But Mom, it will give you a rebirth because all those blood, sweat, and tears that you suffered for them, they might be going to give you a break soon, because that's what rebirth is about. Out with the old and in with the new. Because I'm not saying you're going to have another baby now, but I am saying that your house is going to undergo some kind of probably a transformation that looks like it means that some of the older kids are going to move out, and it will relieve you of responsibility and grief, but it won't relieve you from loving them. You're still going to love them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth house is romance, creativity, children. And what do we have down here? The Knight of Pentacles. So do you like a guy who seems like he might have deep pockets? And here's the Princess of Cups. Why do these space cards keep coming out? Let me think about this. Oh, well then, folks, this is the first card I drew for romance and creativity. This is the second card I drew for romance and creativity. And so what do we have here? We have a couple. Then what happened? Now, we have, what's that say? Union. So I believe that some of y'all Libras out there are in the process of engaging with another romance, a new romance, or a renewed romance, a romance that won't be interrupted by children. So actually, this looks pretty good because the Knight of Pentacles is probably going to be a good provider, and the Princess of Cups means she has a youthful attitude, and the Two of Cups means these have like a mutual admiration society, mutual admiration society, and they're sharing drinks and conversation. So this looks like it's easily a romance going on around you now, going around you in the future, or one that has already gone around. Oh, because in a horoscope reading, past, present, and future all line up in this. I don't know why, but it's past, present, and future. So it could be now, it could be next week, it could be last year, these things. But they're probably, ding, ring a bell with you in there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six houses of work and health. Now we got another king. The heck? Oh, this is... No. Get away. Excuse me. You just can't tear up paper. Little handsome. Okay, so sixth house, work and health. So the first card I drew was a King of Pentacles. Work is how you bring your money home, generally speaking. And look what this says. And this is you. Well, protecting what is yours. Because the Nine of Wands, these 9 wands back here represent a barrier between you and your enemies. So this is a barrier. And you're doing your darndest to keep that barrier alive so that you can keep safe your house and your children and everything you love. All right, now, what do we have with this? And it says resilience. So you work your butt off, and they keep pouring more work on you, and they don't appreciate anything, and they probably don't pay you enough money to live. I don't know if they do or not, but it's wearing you down because you're already resilient. Being resilient is a good quality to have, but it's possible that it could wear you out. And we don't want that to happen. We want you to stay alive and live a happy life. Okay? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh gosh. The Magician. Girl. Guy. Holy moly. Seventh house. Marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Okay. See what this guy is? He's the Magician. He's the fellow that stands in front of the altar. Well, a pagan altar. Because Catholics and Christianity would not exist unless the church muckety mucks didn't steal everything off of the pagan altar to put it in their houses of worship, where they put them right on top of the pagan shrines. What? So, but this guy right here has the ability to manifest, and that means you do too, because this card came up for you. And in the ability to, what's he doing? He's got his altar table with a pentacle. He has his hand raised to the heavens and to his own personal gods and goddesses from the pantheon that he worships. Okay, there are such things, and there's a sword, because and a cup. Well, the swords represent intellect. The cup represents water and emotions. The pentacles represent money. So what do we? Oh no, here it is. Oh, this is his wand. I don't necessarily see well, his wand that you go bibbity bobbity boo with, but there's probably, I don't see anything that really resembles a stick. But I'm telling you right now, if you, whatever you want, you can think about it long enough and eventually it would land in your lap. Now it will land in your lap a lot faster if you consult with your spirit guides above and say, I think my car is not going to make it through the year, through the month, through the spring. And I think I might need to get a new one. So what do you have? You need a new car, right? You think you need a new car. So you can, now sure, you can borrow money. And I'm not suggesting you don't, because cars are hugely expensive. And the Magician just manifests it by itself. Let's put it this way. If you need a new car, let's pretend you need a new car. But you left your car parked in a place that you thought was safe. And when you got finished with the evening's activities, you walked out to your car and it wasn't there. And it's not anywhere up and down the street where you left it. What happened? It got stolen. What's the next major event? Your insurance company got you a new one. Hello? Because even though you didn't wave a wand and it plopped in your lap, you're responsible for telling the people up there what you want, what you need, and they gave it to you right in the nick of time. I promise that happens. And anytime a coincidence is too much of a coincidence to be a coincidence, baby, you bet somebody on the other side had helped you with that. I promise. It's amazing. So you cultivate this. Look up how to manifest online. You might even want to. What are the things that you want? Because once upon a time, my boss wanted me to write up on a list of goals. Well, I didn't have any goals. I wanted gas in my tank and groceries. That's all I wanted. Oh, and I wrote it on a piece of paper, and then it slid down on the floor. And when I quit that job, I crawled underneath the desk to get anything out there that had fallen down, and found out I possessed everything on that list that I had no idea what. That's manifesting, because it got to the list. And when I went to work every day, I looked at it. I stared at it every day. How many impressions did I get of that? Lots. And then it disappeared, and it didn't matter if I didn't think about it anymore, because that list was still working at my feet. Okay? So if you have an office at work, you need to have a list of goals. It would be helpful if you could put that list of goals on the wall over your desk, but don't tell anybody why that's there. It's a secret. It's like if you let the air out of a balloon, it won't float anymore. Okay? So, and I think there's an expression: to know, to will, to dare, and to keep silent. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is unearned income. Wow. I want all the unearned income I can get. Don't you? Okay. So this means unearned income is income tax checks, inheritance checks, insurance checks, things that you did not work, a bonus check, something that you did not work for as part of your salary. It's extra money. So now what it's Four of Wands and harmony. Money from other people. So listen, this also shows four big trees, which it indicates wands are made out of wood, and wands are actually govern business. And these people are having a party in the house of unearned income, and this bottom line says here harmony. So you are lucky enough, and I can say you are lucky enough, that at some point, one or all of those situations, income tax check, insurance check, inheritance check, that they will manifest themselves and you're happy about it. And you're probably going to share a little bit with people that you know and love, maybe family members, you know. So good for you. Okay, that's 8. This is 9. Philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. So once upon a time, all your Librans out there really wanted to travel. They want to see the world and find out what's going on out there. So if you if you want to travel, I say start making a list of the places you want to go now. How about this? Let's narrow it down to the places that you want to go in 2026. I'll give you like a head start. So if you want to go to Texas, it's on your list. If you want to go to Hawaii, it might be on your list. You can put on your list whatever you want. If you want to go to the Alps or Paris or Rome, and then after you put it on the list, I want you to get little newspaper clippings, not news, magazine clippings of what Paris looks like, what Texas looks like, what Florida looks like, because of those other places you want to go. And I want you to put those little snippets of paper on your vision board and hang it up where you see it every day. Every day. Okay, these girls are happy. So because these girls are happy, and that's what makes me think that this category that you want to experience is coming. It's coming. Okay. 10th house. Oh, Lordy. Sugar babe. This is a very sad state of affairs. So wherever it is that you work, you are very unhappy there. Just very. Every day you go in, you want to cry. So are you a social worker? Do you work with handicapped people and sick people that just make you want to cry because you're doing the best you can and they're getting better, but how fast? You know, because you're doing all you can to keep them on track and breathing. But this card means that there are situations at work that are almost oh, what? They're not friendly to humans. Maybe there's a lot of pressure and tension in there that So, well, look here, right after this is your house of home. Rebirth could also mean that you're getting a new job because this one is just beating you up. Okay, 11th house is long-term plans. Like in 5 years, I want to be doing this. In 10 years, I want to be doing that. Okay, and friends from previous employment. So look at here. What this card is called, it just says word, W-Y-R-D. In the Celtic pantheon, that has to do with, the fates. The weird word sisters who actually determine the fates of humanity one at a time. I think it might have originated in Norse mythology, or there certainly is a branch that leans in that direction. So what are these girls doing? Looks like to me they got a crystal ball and they're cooking up something for it. One of their karma, and I want to call them a victim, do I? One of their karma people. So if karma is associated with long-term plans, are you in the midst of what you might call a karmic situation and you're doing okay? Karma doesn't have to be bad. It can be good. Because if you've been really good in your last life, you could benefit in this one. Or if you're really good in this life, you could benefit with good karma in the next life. So I think that is pretty interesting. It's long-term plans. These girls are cooking up long-term plans for you right now. That's blatantly obvious, isn't it? So be ready. Okay? Ooh, where's my... Oh, there it is. Now, on the 12th house, we got the Chariot. Oh, gosh. Okay, thing about the Chariot is, well, this guy does have reins in his hand. He does. Most of the time, the driver of the Chariot shows no connection, like reins, between the driver and the horses. So what's really going on there is that one horse wants to go in one direction, the other horse wants to go in the other direction. And since the subject, the man in the Chariot, doesn't have control, he's going to go whichever one is the strongest pull. And so this has to do with what you think about when you go to sleep at night. Now, on the one hand, you could worry yourself to death about what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next year, and that will keep you awake. On the other hand, you might be able to count your blessings, and those blessings will cancel out any worry from the wrong horse getting a hold of your head. You know what I'm saying? Because you can decide if you're going to lay awake sleepless and be unhappy about it, or if you're going to count your blessings and thank God for the things that you got that worked well for you today, because that will help put you to sleep. It will lift a weight off of you that is immeasurably lighter. And I promise you, you will conk out. Okay, now, what do we have here? Holy moly, the Four of Swords. A truce is what it says. Let me get this. Okay, I'm going to look this up on my... The Four of Swords. This is what it says here. Now is the time for a respite. Prepare your case. Contemplate and consolidate your resources. Okay, so what this is actually, in any other deck of cards, there would be a person asleep on a bed of some kind because he's not doing anything right now. So I'm going to say that inaction is actually it's still okay to say I'm not doing anything. These people here say they're working on a truce. These people here say, well, he's asleep and he doesn't want to have anything to do. So then let's ask this. Since this word came up here, a truce, is there a situation with another person that you feel like might benefit from calling a truce. Now, if you don't want to, don't do it. I mean, you may be urged by other family members or other friends to overlook another person's ill manners. So, but these guys here in this picture are working on is this an army back there? Are working on different solutions to competitive situations. That's what they're doing. Sometimes, you know what? If a person has a problem and she just says, or you just say, I can't figure this out. I can't think about this anymore. So they get up, they go outside and they run around the block, or they take a trip to so-and-so, or have a run. And they come back and realize, oh, that problem got solved because you did not think about it. You let physical activities hold your concentration while the rest of your subconscious mind figured out what was wrong and helped you find a cure. That happens all the time. Okay? That happens all the time. So I just want to say thank you for being here. I think you have, well, let's count the major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Major arcana cards are also known as destiny cards. So watch out for people fibbing to you, because this is your house of communication. And watch out for a change in your household. And because it's a rebirth, it'll be probably what you prefer to have instead of what you got now. Okay? Let's see, 6, 7, 8. 8th house is money from other people. Now, you can't have a better card than you just go ahead and you write down your goals. You hang them up on the desk, or hang them up on the desk at home, and look at them every day, because that's the way to get what you want. And don't let anybody tell you that does not work. Don't let anybody tell you wishing does not make it so. Sometimes it does. And if you, how should I say this? I'm positive that everybody on this planet has spirit guides and angels or something like that that are assigned to you to help you make this way through this life on this planet, because those spirit guides, they're interested in your own personal evolution, so that this planet can achieve its heavenly goal. I mean, we're all put down here to learn things. And if we do them wrong, we have to go back again and go back again and go back again. So, the major arcana cards are telling you to be ready and get serious. Okay? Get serious about getting what you want, because you can have what you want. You can have it in your communication. You can have it in your home. You can have it in your 8th house of money from other people. Unearned income. It's like a side hustle where somebody just places an order and it gets automatically shipped out. I don't know how to do that, but that's what it's like. And the karma and the chariot. Well, so get a candle, get a white candle, and put it in a cast iron skillet, because we're going to let it burn all night long. And, along with the skillet, I want you to make a list of all the things that you think you can accomplish. Well, first of all, for starters, before the end of the year, we have to put a time limit on it. So we got 6 or 7 more months left in this year. A lot can happen in 6 or 7 months before December 31st, 2025. That's going to be January 1st, 2026, the next day. So, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay? All right, thanks. Thanks for looking. Thanks for coming to visit. This is Twisted Granny Tarot. I enjoyed your company tonight, so I hope you come back again. Thanks. Bye.